I saw a video where he was campaigning for his father and he was defending his father, you know, saying that my father is the best president, my father is the greatest president. They are coming for my father, they are coming for my father. My father is the greatest president, my father is the greatest president. He repeated it like 5 times or 7, but Seyi, I differ, you know, because you look more perfect, when you are silent than when you speak.
Hi guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending where you guys are watching me from. Idris Abdulkarim dey come out to let Nigeria know why he sing the music where he sing. Because many people dey drag and say why he go insult president. And the man come outside to let us know say no he insult any president. Say he only bring out the message where other Nigeria dey complain based on the hardship of the country, the kidnapping, the killing, everything with the people of the country. Say he no suit anybody. So as people they talk he no sabi talk. All waiting know how to do is to turn out to music. And why they go ban the music? Say why he even sing the music now because of Seyi Tinubu. Because some days ago, Seyi Tinubu will come outside to let Nigeria know say in fact that the best president so far in Nigeria. And now Idris Abdulkarim will come outside and say the best father may be best father to you, but not to the nation. But man, no talk much. When you are listening to what Idris won't talk for this matter, because to me, the man is making points.
Welcome, Idris. Welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me.
Good to see you. So let's take it back. Tell me, at what point did you discover that your path is to tell stories that sometimes could be risky via music? At what point did you discover that this was your path in life?
Okay, that was back in military school when I was training to be a very good sharpshooter, and at the same time training to be the best ping pong player. At that time, I was playing for Kano State as a table tennis player, and I started having dreams of a gold microphone swinging towards me all the time, most importantly whenever I'm sleeping. And I was confused. I didn't know what it was all about, so I asked my mom about it, and she told me that God wanted to use my voice to speak for the voiceless, and I must take that, passionately. I must take that as a religion, and I must take it passionately because it doesn't normally fall by. And the challenges that I will face is that I should learn to be contented when I take this kind of job as serious as possible as my career. So it's been from a long time, and that dream has been directing me to my destination, and I'm not surprised where I am today. To God be the glory. My responsibility basically is to use music to add value to the lives of people. When I was playing ping pong, I didn't really know much about music, but I was invited to the Soldiers Club and I saw people rapping for the first time, and I was like, wow, this is interesting, But at that moment, I get to understand that they were actually miming on other people's songs. So I decided to start writing stories at a tender age to speak for the voiceless. So if I'm saying something that is wrong, it's my responsibility to talk about it through music, whether anybody likes it or not.
Interesting. I remember the Remedy days, the fun. Were you trying to, at that point in time, were you just having fun, or you were just trying to blow up? Because it was a big deal.
Yeah, at that moment, I was just trying to create an edge for myself, get to be in the industry. And when the time comes, when I'm doing my thing, then I will switch to my call and start doing what God has asked me to come to do in this world.
Do you sometimes regret the path that you've chosen, or the niche, the genre, if I would put it that way, that you've chosen? Do you think you might have been richer if you had chosen to just be very commercial with your music?
Now, Fela Anikulapo Kuti says that music is not just for merry. Music is a tool to speak for people. Music is a tool to fight corruption. So I'm a student of Felani Kulapokuti, and I was very, very happy that God actually led me to my call, and I love what I'm doing. I have no regrets at all.
Okay. We've seen the resurfacing of one of your very old songs, Nigeria. I'm sure you know the song I'm talking about. It has resurfaced on TikTok and on a lot of social media platforms. Why do you think that song has re-emerged? Why are people playing it again?
Are you talking about the new song or Nigeria Jaga Jaga?
Nigeria Jaga Jaga.
Well, Nigeria Jaga Jaga will continue to be the second national anthem, whether anybody likes it or not. To be sincere, I'm a passionate Nigerian. I love this country so much. Truth is bitter, and people don't want you to speak the truth. You know, I want to wake up one day. I want to wake up one day and find out that Nigeria Jaga Jaga, the song, is no more relevant. I'll be so, so happy. I always pray to wake up one day and find out the song is no more relevant. And for the song not to be relevant anymore, then we need to start seeing development. We need to start seeing constant electricity. We need to start seeing real leadership. We need to start seeing, security. We need to start seeing our leaders taking security as priority in protecting the lives and property of, our citizens. All these things are not there. So until development comes to Nigeria, that's when the song will not be relevant anymore. So I want to wake up in the morning and find out that the song is no more relevant. I mean, this is 24 years after, and the song is still relevant, sadly.
Now let's talk about your new song. It was tagged NTBB, not to be broadcasted, because it contravenes with certain sections of the Nigerian Broadcasting, Commission, the laws. However, there has been a lot of conversations around it, and one of those conversations is some people think that you took a direct swipe at a non-elected official. Is there a particular reason why you decided to take that route?
Okay, I was inspired by Seyi Tinubu, to record this song. I saw a video where he was campaigning for his father and he was defending his father, saying that my father is the best president, my father is the greatest president. They are coming for my father, they are coming for my father. My father is the greatest president, my father is the greatest president. He repeated it like 5 times or 7, but Seyi, I differ, because you look more perfect, when you are silent than when you speak. I would advise, Seyi to hand over the microphone to the MC next time. He lacks the charisma and purpose to express himself, telling the truth about, the true economic situation of Nigeria at the moment under his father's government. Tinubu is the best father to Seyi Tinubu, but he's the worst president to Nigeria. You know what I mean? He has empowered Seyi Tinubu as a son, but Nigerian youth don't have jobs, talk less of food to eat. The Nigerian youth can travel by road, because of kidnapping, So I asked Seyi Tinubu to travel by road, without insecurity, let him feel the pains, of ordinary citizens, Nigerian youth are just asking for basics, electricity, security, enabling economic policy, job creation, not palliatives. I mean palliatives, So I keep hearing people saying that why should I attack Seyi Tinubu personally? If Seyi Tinubu came to be part of politics, he talks about his father. He was defending his father. If he never talked about it, I wouldn't have recorded a song like that. So I am answering him, by replying him with that video that he made. So if Seyi had kept quiet, I wouldn't have said anything directly to him. So that's it, my brother. So I'm inspired by Seyi Tinubu to record that song. Tinubu lied about fuel subsidy, lied about economic recovery, lied about fixing the naira, lied about a lot of things, So it's a sad situation. and it's my responsibility to say it the way it is. If you listen to the song, there's nowhere you hear any insult. It's just basic fact of everything that his father has done through his policy.
So you're saying that you did not directly insult Seyi Tinubu in any
Can
way
you
or form?
tell me where you see it? Tell me where the insult is in the song.
No, I'm just
that is
asking
saying
because
this.
some people are saying that there's a direct attack
Because
on a non-elected individual.
Of course, because when I speak truth to you, you will see that insult. Yeah. Truth is bitter. So when I speak the truth to you, you see that insult.
All right, now let's talk about the banning of the song. It seems like this is not the first time it's happening to you. This is the second time. Do you think it has made the song more popular?
I mean, why would you ban a song that has no insult in it, that has just pinpointed the ills in the society, that has just talked about, the bad policy of the president, the bad policy under President Tinubu government? Let me tell you a few things there. I'm going to list very important failures of this government to you, just few. One, increase in petroleum price. Tinubu increased the price of petroleum by 300% after announcing the withdrawal of subsidy. Two, inflation. Prices of goods keep increasing. CBN keep raising interest rates to combat inflation, but they keep failing, to tackle it. Three, hunger. The level of hunger, has skyrocketed. Broken a record. The promises, it's a sad situation. The using palliative to address situation is not a solution. Four, reduction of purchasing power. The high inflation has affected purchasing power of Nigerians. People can't even buy anything. Salary is 70,000 naira, and that salary is not enough for you to pay for electricity in 1 month. Don't forget they've increased electricity tariffs, and we still don't have light. Five, insecurity. Terrorists are kidnapping Nigerians, hundreds of Nigerians in a single operations. Farmers can't go back to farm anymore. And the government is busy bringing in GMOs, genetic modified organisms, to eradicate Nigerians. You and I know it's not healthy. Instead of you sending your security agent to go into the forest to, clear these terrorists. Six, increase in transportation. The high cost of petroleum automatically affected, transportation. Seven, devaluation of Naira. The devaluation of Naira has brought in many disadvantages for a country, that relies, on imports. Eight, poverty and reduction in wealth. Many people have been thrown into poverty, in just 2 years. The wealth of others have been reduced because of devaluation of Naira under this government, Yeah. Nine, high cost. I think continue. You took plenty, my brother. So why won't I reply Seyi Tinubu after he came out to say that his father was the best president? No. So sorry, your father isn't the best president. People are dying. People are crying. People are jumping into lagoon. So Seyi, my message to you is tell your daddy, tell your father that this is the reality of Nigerians. Nigerians are dying. You've never witnessed poverty in your life before. You travel with private jet all the time. So please tell your dad. And if you want to know how truly this is, go out without your security. Go to what's it called? Yaba. Board a bus that is going to Benin and follow through the Ore Road and feel the pains of Nigeria.
Idris, yes, there have also been unconfirmed reports that you were offered about 200 million to sort of silence this particular song. How true are these unconfirmed reports online?
Okay, so I've been through this road before. I know how they play their tricks, So 2 days ago, I received a call while I was in the car, driving home, And the person was like, hello, I'm Honorable. He called his name so quickly. And I asked him, you said Honorable what? And he didn't answer me, and he continued his conversation immediately, saying that I was in a meeting last week where the government of Tinubu were saying that they were going to reach out to you. Please, when they call you, don't take the money. Don't take the money. We are going to be supporting you on the ground. We are going to give you 200 million. Look at this guy. You look at me like a child. You won't put word for my mouth. Make up on the talk, say, okay, really? Oh, I'm interested. Who are you? So then later on, you play my audio conversation out for people to say, look at the person that is fighting corruption. My brother, I've lived my life 3 decades. If I wanted to be a billionaire, I would be praising these people. You know what I mean? So I am not interested in that. My responsibility is to have a better Nigeria. Have a better Nigeria in the areas of when we will have strong presidents who will wake up in the morning and say, you know what? Let's change this constitution back to regional government, where everybody will go back to where they belong to and make use of their resources to do what? To create wealth for their people. Then take whatever you need to take center, instead of everybody going to center to come and grab whatever it is that is called national cake. Okay, secondly, remove all these judiciary criminals. Whether you like it or not, they are criminals, because the poor people, last hope should be the judiciary. Unfortunately, the judiciary is cash and carry. So my brother, there is problem. There's problem in the land. People are dying. People are killing themselves. People are committing suicide. So the best person who gave me the opportunity to be able to record this song and inspire this song is Seyi Tinubu, because he came out to defend his father. So I need to send the message back to him to go and tell his father that, listen, there's problem. People are dying. There's hunger in the land. There's corruption in the land. The government has been borrowing too much money. What are you doing with all the monies? We don't know. Allegedly, we're hearing different stories that is going up and down. Is it the Natasha story you want to talk about? Or the state of emergency in River State? For goodness sake, there are kidnappers in Castinas, killing people, kidnapping people in Kebbi State, every Kaduna State, all part of Northeast. There is no state of emergency. Why state of emergency? Why removing a elected governor? It is obvious you guys are interested in River State and you want to grab it for yourself. So my brother, there is problem. I don't know how to say to be diplomatic about the truth. I tell you to your face, whether you like it or not, I have a problem with that.
All right, Idris, you speak with so much passion, and of course you've mentioned certain issues that is very, very clear to the common man and is very, very clear to the everyday Nigerians. However, I also don't want to get very personal with you. Has there been any points in your life where you decided to say, you know what, since nothing has necessarily changed since over 25 years I've been singing about the state of the country and not much has changed. Have there been any pressure on you by family or friends to sort of change your path so that perhaps maybe you could make more money? Has this path been profitable to you, and has there been sort of societal and family pressure for you to sort of change who you are?
Do I need to change the truth? Do I need to start lying to be able to make money? My brother, wake up from your sleep. I don't need that. As far as I'm speaking the truth, and I have a little bit that I'm doing, that it's giving me money to take care of my family, I am contented. I don't need to sing praise anybody to be able to be successful in billions to take care of my family. I am satisfied and I'm contented. My wife and I are doing great with my children. I'm paying my children's school fees with a little business. Do you know that I have a farm in Jos, Plateau State, where I produce moringa and strawberry? But we can't go to Jos anymore because terrorists have taken over about 58 local governments. All these things are happening. Zulu Mabi, what is his name? The governor of Borno State is coming out. He's all over the news saying that, listen, man, these terrorists are gaining more territory in the Northeast. They're all over our forest. Do we have to keep quiet? So I should keep quiet about that and start praising people just because I want to make money. Keep your money to yourself. Listen,
so what would you now?
I traveled every. Hold on, please.
Yeah.
I travel every year to human rights projects, and whatever it is that I get from my human rights projects, from every part of the university that I go to do my fellowship, is enough for me to take care of myself and my family. I don't need to sing praise anybody and lie about the reality on ground just to survive. Keep your money to yourself.
All right, we have to go now, but very quickly, in 60 seconds, what would you have to say to other people with voices, celebrities, influencers? Just 60 seconds. What would you have to say to them, for those that have been supposedly quiet?
Continue to be happy slaves and continue to launder money for this government and other government that comes. That's why you can never speak the truth. God bless Nigeria and may Nigeria for peace.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for coming on, Robin.